How's it going, everyone? Today, we are going to be continuing Shogun. This is episode 8. We're quickly approaching the ending of this series, and last episode was a little bit too much for me. It was very unexpected, a lot of it, especially the end, and the end was devastating. I want to say that I'm looking forward to this, and I am, but I am also really worried about all of the aftermath of everything that happened in the last episode. It seems like everything and every character is at the lowest point possible now. I don't know how things could sink any lower than they currently have. I'm hoping that this episode begins a trend towards some sort of victory, and I don't know. We'll see. I'm really excited to get into this one. We're going to go ahead and jump in right now. If you are interested in full-length watch-alongs, then feel free to check out my Patreon. I have full-length watch-alongs of all of Shogun over there. By the time you're seeing this on YouTube, I'll have finished this series and the whole thing will be over there if you're interested in watching full-length watch-alongs. But for now, let's get into this one. Are we all making our way to Osaka? Oh, is Nagakato in there? Shut up, Yabushige.
Saiki-sama's army will camp at Edo's boundary where they will wait for Toranaga-sama to mourn his son.
Oh, we're going to Edo.
The customary 49 days.
And after that?
They will deliver us to Osaka.
Okay, so maybe Nagakato's death did have some sort of meaning. It gives them 49 days in Edo. I mean, it's still obviously not good. It's just they have 49 days for him to mourn his son now. Can't imagine what he's feeling right now.
My lord instructed me to give these to you upon entry to the city for the completion of your service. When we submit to the council, you're not required to join us. Since you no longer choose to stand with us anyway, I cannot say how my lord's successors may deal with you.
I was wondering how, after his outburst at the end of last episode, how things would go.
Your men are here in this city. The crew from your ship?
Right. They were about to Edo.
And my translator, what becomes of her? Don't go to Osaka.
My allegiance forbids me from doing anything else.
What is John gonna do now to get out of the situation? He's not pledging his allegiance to Toranaga anymore. He kind of denounced it at the end of last episode, I guess, and he doesn't have to go to Osaka with them. What is he even gonna do? Can he and his crew do anything? I have to believe that he's not gonna just leave, and that he's not gonna just leave Toranaga high and dry, that he's gonna do something to help somehow. The abyss of life. This place looks freaking beautiful. Oh, this is Osaka, okay. So it was her idea. Ishido making his move. Okay, we're just going straight to marriage. She doesn't seem into it. I think she wants everything for herself and doesn't actually want to share it, whatever she's told Ishido. It does sound like him. I can see both sides to that.
ここに我らと共におられぬことが信じられません。我らの敬愛の念を聞かれたならば。しかしあの方はおられぬ。殿が幸福を選ばれ、あの蛇のような石堂の前で切腹することを選ばれたがゆえに、それは長門様には耐え難きことでございました。ご自分の命をたった一つのものにかけておられ、ご主君に、虎長様に。
True, very true. Good I mean, very good way to put it, Omi. Omi, I'm very iffy on ever since the beginning, but I could very much tell that that was from his heart and he really meant that.
ひどくお加減を悪うされたと聞いた。広松殿も殿にお目通りが叶うのでございまするか。江戸の武将が公儀の印に身にまとったあの鎧をご覧くだされ。まだ諦めておらぬ方々がおられまする。
Oh, they're wearing it armor in protest?
藪重殿は単身にて大坂へ向かわれよ。そちから鉄砲と大筒を大坂へ返すように求めてきよった。
Of course he's been given that job. He's like, of course, that's my fate. Of course that's happening to me. Yabushiga has also just been thrown around like crazy this entire time. He's trying to make his own plans, trying to sow his own ideas and things into everybody and everything that's happening, and he just gets thrown around everywhere. And they were good friends. They said Toranaga is sick. We saw him coughing. Is he not here to watch this right now? Maybe he doesn't want to watch it. Oh, yeah. He's watching from afar.
姉君様が大坂に戻られてから頼りはござりましたか。
堅苦しいものだけ虎長様が石堂様に降伏されても我が一族だけは助けると落ち葉の方様らしいことだと。
I wouldn't trust a single thing coming out of Osaka right now.
太郎様、江戸への無事のお戻り何よりでございます。
虎長様がそなたをお呼びじゃ。昼過ぎに会いたい。
承知いたしました。
大阪から苦労続きである女房殿に茶を立てたいのじゃがいかがかな。
お受けいたしまする。
Not the warmest thing to say to that. I accept. Not that I'm blaming her in the slightest. I mean, a little bit of tea making is not going to make up for everything that's happened, frankly.
分かっておる。でも焚き木いらない。欲しいのは、
焚き木をくれと頼んでおるのです。この万人の武装法は勘弁してやっていただきたい。
Thank you. Your kind attempt at translation, Father. Alas, you are wrong.
What is he doing here?
I must say I am impressed. You have made your own way out here.
Thank you, Father. ご用意は
It's like, thanks. I need your praise.
I seem to find Catholics in every sordid corner of this country, like the Kakaruch.
Typically, a hatamoto is given residence within the confines of his lord's castle. What are your plans now he has cut you loose?
Well, to start, I will reunite with my crew, then pay a visit to that black ship I have heard so much about.
Tell me, will you wear those clothes when you see your men?
Ah, yes. Yes, I intend to.
Interesting comment about the clothes, or because they're like Japanese style. Maybe he thinks the crew won't take kindly to it. I don't know.
I am so glad to see you are safe.
I only wish it were a happier time. I've not seen him since we returned to the city.
I wonder if the Portuguese, the Catholics are gonna offer Toranaga their support and help somehow. They kind of seemed like they were leaning that direction a few episodes ago.
石堂様が大老省を掌握されたことはお聞き及びでございましょう。私たちと結んだ取り決めでございますが、当教会は万策を尽くしましたが、檜山様と大野様を虎長様のお味方につけることが叶いませんでした。
But can we still have our church here? Please? Pretty please?
遠路はるばる知らせに参ったと申すか。マリコ殿、これよりこのバテレンの通詞を務めよ。キリシタン教会は我が味方にあらず火の元の言葉を喋りよっても。
Oh, wow.
The church did not send me on this mission, Lord. I have come on my own. Ochiba no kata has manipulated Ishido out of hatred for you, and I see no cause for her anger.
落ち葉の方のわしに対する恨みは変えられんぞ。
If you form an alliance with his mother, the heir would be free to turn against Ishido.
お主はいかように思う。拙者の考えを述べよと。そうじゃ。
I don't think Ashiba's gonna go for that.
大坂ではございません。石堂にございまする。我らが落ち葉の方と組めば石堂の牽制への唯一の道が断たれまする。お世継ぎ様に仕える兵が我らの味方となりますゆえ。
I mean, yeah, that's all well and good. That's a good idea in theory, but she didn't seem to ever want to sway that direction.
落ち葉の方がわしと盟約を結ぶことが。
落ち葉の方の敵は殿であるとは思いませぬ。あの方の敵は恐れる心だと思いまする。
I don't know, everything we've seen of her, she seems so unreachable.
すぐにわしの首を土に埋めるであろう。あまたの犠牲と引き換えの勝利よりも静かな敗北を選ぶ。
手は見捨てるおつもりか。決して殿を見捨てる者たちを。たまらぬか。
I'm not convinced that surrender would be more peaceful. Ashido would still kill tons of people.
逆ろうておるという噂は聞いておる。長門の葬儀に鎧を着て参ったそうじゃな。殿、我が息子は死んだ。わしはこれ以上血を流すつもりはない。我が宿命を火炎とするバテレンの働き、大義であったと伝えよ。江戸に新しいキリシタン教会を作ることを許す。ここで見聞きしたことを伝えてもらいたい。静かな死を迎えたいだけじゃと。
Okay, that could be a seed laid in their minds. Hey, all I saw was a sick Toranaga that all he wants is a peaceful death.
戦うつもりじゃ。何故そのように思われるのでござる。
Yes.
でなければわざわざ大坂にことづけなど頼もう。
Okay, I knew Toranaga wouldn't give up that easily. I mean, everything he's saying just sounds so defeatist. He wants to be so honorable and have a peaceful death and be just so honorable. But like sometime you need to just stop with all of this ritual and wanting to have honor constantly. You need to like actually do something. Your people are like begging for you to do something and you need to do something. That is a really interesting way to do it. Father Martin will tell the story of a peaceful Toranaga who wants a peaceful death and he's sick and tired and hobbling around.
梅がかや花のあたりを立ち別れ
遠くかすめる風の行く先、一服いかがかな。
謹んで頂戴いたしまする。
I feel so guarded against Buntaro. I'm not sure there's anything he could do to win me back on his side as a character. All I want is a lasting peace and happiness for Mariko. In this situation between these two, that's all I care about. Everything they do is just so specific and so soaked in ritual. It's a really interesting way to live your life.
大変結構なお手前でござりました。
そなたのためだけに建てた茶じゃ。父上が何と言おうと、我らが大坂で死ぬことになろう。
今の茶がひとしお味わい深かったのはそのせいでござりましょう。
夫婦になったばかりの頃を思い出す。わしらは幸せであったな。
はっきり思い出せませぬ。
But to say, was she ever really happy?
今宵共に死のうではないか。そなたに許しを与えようと思うたのじゃ。殿の幸福とそなたの仇への抗議を込めて共に死を迎えようではないか。夫婦として防河の果てへ参ろうではないか。
Yeah, that's just what we need, a murder-suicide right now. Please don't accept that
この
fate.
後に及んでもお分かりにならないのですね。お前様が私に許さなかったの死ではござりませぬ。お前様には手の届かぬ生き方にござりまする。私はお前様とかように死するくらいなら1000年生かされた方がましでござりまする。
Beautifully said, laying it all out on the table like that. Maybe he'll finally understand her feelings if he actually cares about her even the tiniest little bit. Sorry, Buntaro, but not sorry. I just can't feel bad for you. I just applaud Mariko in that moment, frankly, for saying those words and expressing herself finally.
This thing's like Billingsgate at low tide.
What's wrong? Come on, beautiful. You're my good dog, city you are.
These guys are just walking around doing what they please.
Pilot? John Blackthorne. That's you.
Hello, Solomon. How are you?
We'd given you up for dead.
How are you? What a thing to say.
Well, I've been given clearance for us to return to Erasmus. I have a few friends, good crew we could train. I've been training some of them on the cannon already.
To do what?
To help us home.
Nah. Where does the pilot want to take us this time? Since you're here, pilot, tell me something. Were there really Spanish ships to the south, to the north of us? Had to come here. I just hate to think these months wasting away because our pilot had ambitions of his own.
Damn, they've like completely turned on him.
Realize that we are here. What is left of us is because of you.
I'll speak to the rest of the men myself.
First, take off those skirts. I said take them off!
Jesus Christ. I mean, frankly, he's kind of right that it's John's decision that they ended up here. I did not expect this to go this way. Oh, Jesus, John. Yeah, wearing these Japanese clothes didn't go over so well. The crew is not his crew anymore. He's just become too disconnected from them. And in this time left apart, they've grown resentment.
他に道がないのが悔しいが、思い詰めた挙句ここへ参ったと。
Yabushige. Okay.
I once offered to sail for Toranaga-sama against his enemies. Now he is determined to die. Fine. Shukume, I can train a crew. I just need a new banner to sail under.
You wish to sail on Yabushige-sama's behalf?
I don't wish it. He is a shitface. But he is a brave shitface, and that is the truth, so I must ask.
Don't translate that.
ヤブシゲ様が大阪で虎長様側に加わることを望んでおられぬという。
わしは断る。
ヤブシゲ様 politely declines your request.
I thought he was mulling it over and thinking about it, actually.
あの老人が何を目論んでおるかわしも知らぬが、幸福ではあるまい。
Then let me explain again.
There is no explaining treachery.
If he were in my position, he would do the same. This weapon is not mine. Tell you the truth, I feel embarrassed wearing it most of the time.
He doesn't even know how to use it.
Nakama mo wakaranai. I don't know where that leaves me. Now I'm left to whittle what fate I can for myself. I've known you were a man who understood the importance of taking fate into his own hands.
ヤブシゲ様が崖で死の淵に。
That was his first real glimpse at what the people of this culture are willing to do to control their own fate.
貴殿は異国生まれゆえ、こたびの過ちは多めに見ると伝えてもらいたい。拙者は決して虎長様裏切らぬ。
He refuses your offer, says it is betrayal of our Lord. You see, once loyalty begins, it does not have an end. Otherwise, it would not be loyalty.
But loyal turns senseless very quickly when the order is suicide.
Can't say I disagree.
Would you like me to translate that? Or was it for me?
うちのチャイはあそこにしよう。
Oh,
食って。
they all came too. Okay.
忠義がかえって不忠となる。そういう時もあると思わぬか。
John got Omi thinking at least, which is interesting because he's been so against him from the beginning.
わしは何のために戦っておるのかわからんようになった。
What an interesting arc so many of these characters have had.
トラナガ様はご寛大なことにこの
They're all out looking at their plots they've been granted.
あちらの方々はどなたですか？
The church's neighbors.
あの者らは遊女と聞いてお
The
ります
courtesans, the tea room. Oh, look at the smile. Wipe off his face. That's hilarious. I wonder if Toranaga did that on purpose. It was probably on purpose, putting them next to each other.
誰か医者を。
今朝方に発作が起こ
Oh, a stroke.
もう駆け引きはおやめなされ。人質を解放すると約束なされ。石戸は成り上がりの小物じゃ。
民を軽するお薬はいかがでございますか、大王院様。
Oh no, I don't trust anything that she gives anybody. Medicine, quote unquote. Maybe not. Maybe she is loyal to
彼
her.
らが息子に浄土では私を探すように伝えておくれ。
So interesting that she views it as this is her son. Look what I made. It's just so interesting the way the dynamic is there with wives and the consorts and stuff. It's just so strange to me. Is Lady Oshiba gonna listen to her advice to separate from Ashido? I doubt it, but what do I know?
藪重殿が大阪に向けて出立される。わしと共に降伏する者の名をお渡しすることになっておる。よってその書状にその方ら一同の署名を求めたい。
They've all got to choose to sign. I wonder if Omi will refuse? Guess not. Toranaga has something up his sleeve, for sure.
我らは罠に違いなきものを飲むことはできません。
罠などではないわ。
お許しくだされと。
どちらが大事や。我が一族の存続か、それとも日の本の存続か。
そのお気持ちを変えぬとあらば、拙者今ここで腹を切りまする。
Oh?
それは代々のご先祖への裏切りになりますぞ。黙れるか。虎長様との間のことじゃ。
I did not expect that from Hiramatsu.
唯一無二の友じゃ。
It's a little bit of tough love.
殿が小便垂れの小僧の頃からおそばにお仕えしてまいりました。
わしはすでに決断を下しておる。こたびはお主が決断をする番じゃ。
Can't lose Hiramatsu.
力はまことに無駄死にを選ばれるのでございますな。家臣が犬死にいたすのでございまするぞ。
They can't just all sit by and watch this happen.
死ぬがよい。
Damn.
長様。
You must be feeling so betrayed right now.
ブトロン、わしの刀を持て。お前が解釈せよ。
You're gonna make your son do that?
拙者も後を追いまする。父上、お願いにございます。
Buntaro's still dedicated to die.
死を許されぬ者の気持ちがわかるであろう。決して殿を見捨てるでないぞ。自ら命をお捨てになったように見えてもじゃ。
What an insane turn of events. I cannot believe this is happening right now.
虎長様、狂っておる。お止めくだされ。ごめん。
No! No! Are you kidding me right now? Oh! Oh. I genuinely cannot believe that just happened. Such an absolute waste.
今日のことに異を唱えに参ったのか。
今日は誰もが大きな痛手を負いました。異を唱えて傷を深めようとは思いませぬ。花乱れ、ことの八里って焚き火かな。
そなたの勝ちじゃ。一つ聞くが、安心はもう藪重を訪ねたか。
You expected him to do that.
今日のことで。
You're damn straight he will. I think a lot of people are going to be changing their
広
minds.
松がそのように仕向けてくれた。
You made sure of it. Don't pass blame.
大高じゃ翼短く動きが読みやすい。
広松様は。
広松は我が古き友は己の務めをよう分かっておった。我らの幸福を大坂に信じ込ませることが大事なのじゃ。
He sacrificed himself.
そなたは己の務めを果たす。
This is all part of the plan? But damn, he's real good at acting. They both are.
覚悟はできておりまする。
What is her part? I'm just in shock right now, frankly. What's she gonna do? No. Why are you still aligning yourself with this dipshit?
叔父上が安心と手を組まれたことが虎長様の耳に入れば。
わしは狂った老人のために死ぬつもりはない。叔父上、なんじゃ。
Y'all don't know it, but you're falling into some plan that Toranaga wants.
ご用心くださいませ。
おう。安心殿。
These two, the pair that just like keeps happening.
名優じゃ。名優。名優。名優。名優じゃ。
Yabushiga has like the best facial expressions. I just love the way he plays this role.
私も共に大坂へ参れとの虎長様の命にござりまする。
Is it time to reveal the plan to Yabushiga, I mean, who's always the last to know what the plan is?
我が息子よ、見事に時を稼ぎおったの。
Yeah.
無駄にはせぬ。
Nagakado's death meant something.
広松も
And Hiramatsu's.
決して無駄にはせぬぞ。
And I am so thankful for that he is not going to waste it. And I'm so glad they gave us that there at the end. Him really like spelling it out for us, what is actually happening and how he's actually feeling. He's using what Nagakado gave him, this 49 days in Edo, to make a story to be told to Osaka, an extremely brutal story that I was just in total shock and disbelief over this entire time. And I mean, but it starts with Toranaga literally coming into the city sick, not wanting to see anybody. He didn't even go to his own son's funeral. I don't know if that's exactly what that was, a funeral, but it was something like a funeral where they where they like set his casket-esque thing on fire, and having that conversation with Father Martin, just laying that seed that, he saw that the father was there to he was there in a selfish manner, but also a not as selfish manner as Toranaga, I think, was expecting. Like, the father wasn't speaking for the church, in that he actually does seem to want what's best for Toranaga, but mostly because it's what's best for him and for his church. I don't know. It's kind of a weird situation between those two, but I'm glad that Toranaga used that situation to plant the seed and have him go back to Osaka and then plant that seed into Ashido and Lady Oshiba and to all of Osaka that Toranaga is sick. He is hobbling around. He's not seeing anybody. He is surrendering. He just wants a peaceful death. And he is he's making everybody, even the people who are protesting against him, and that there are people protesting against him, make sure that you plant that seed as well. He has people protesting against him. He has people standing up to him in these like meetings where they're meant to pledge their allegiance to him and pledge that they will join him in a peaceful death in Osaka. And then the culmination of all of it, the absolutely horrible, horrible death of Hiromatsu, and the incredible acting between Hiromatsu and Toranaga, which I'm guessing, I guess it's not actually like acting, because they were definitely both very intense in that scene. And obviously it's because Hiromatsu was about to kill himself and Toranaga was about to watch him kill himself. So the intensity was real, and the really awful emotions that come along with it were real. But the story that they were painting for everybody else was a story. Hiromatsu knew that he was sacrificing himself for this story to make it look like Toranaga has given up entirely, like everything around him is falling apart. He's bringing Ashido's guard down a lot. Ashido and Lady Oshiba are apparently getting married. That's what I'm assuming that ending was there with those two, and their alliance is going to be even stronger. They're clearly not going to tear her away from Ashido, and Toranaga knows that. And so he is taking matters into his own hands, and he's doing what he has to do, what he feels he has to do. He is doing, with the time that he was given, what he feels the only thing he can do is, and that is paint this picture for Ashido, hope that Ashido and all of Osaka take the bait, and hopefully next episode and the next couple episodes, as we get to the end of the series here, he can, let's just say, surprise them all. Hopefully we can catch them by surprise with something completely different from what they're expecting. I hate seeing the pointless death, like Hiromatsu pointed out, like just kind of a callback to the scene they had earlier in the series where they were talking about Fuji's husband, and Toranaga said that he hates all his pointless death, and kind of bringing that back in this moment really sends a message. And I'm curious what exactly he's now telling Yabushige to do, what he's going to be telling, what he told Mariko to do, like that letter that Mariko gave to Yabushige. I don't know what the plan is there, and I'm interested to see how that goes. How is Hiromatsu doing that in front of everybody like that going to benefit Toranaga when all of his men now think that he's not only completely given up, but he's also kind of going a little bit crazy, maybe. Honestly, I am just glad that Hiromatsu and Nagakado's deaths, they won't be completely in vain, even though it still kind of does feel like they were in vain. I hope that they do lead to something that Toranaga can use for real. I hope all of the time we spent inside of this episode does lead to victory, does lead to something good for everybody here. But I mean, Toranaga says he's not going to waste it. He's trying not to waste it, and I'm going to stick with him. Like I was really angry at him for a little bit there, as the scene with Hiromatsu was playing out, and then afterwards him talking to Mariko, like saying like a poem, and him like standing. I was just so angry at him. I didn't know what to say. I just was kind of like sitting there brooding, being like, well, now I just kind of don't like Toranaga anymore because of what he's doing and how he's handling this. But now I feel like I have a slightly better understanding, but I am looking forward to seeing what all he is cooking up, because there's definitely a lot more there that we're not seeing yet. And I am gaining my faith back in him that he knows what he's doing and he has a plan. And I'm really glad they included that scene at the end there with him saying he's not going to waste it. I think that was a brilliant way to end the episode and a brilliant way to bring me back to, yeah, Toranaga's got this. And I believe in Toranaga, and hopefully things will go well. But we shall see. We only have 2 more episodes left. Can't believe it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching the series with me. Thank you so much for watching this one. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, I will see you in the next episode of Shogun.